Hi everybody in YouTube world. It's June, your tarot queen. I hope that everybody is having a fabulous day, and I hope that you like my channel. I am gonna try to do a poll to see what content you guys would like best, or if you have any suggestions on something I can read on. Definitely either send me an email or put it in a comment. I am going to do a reading on a Capricorn today. So it's going to be Capricorn readings for Capricorn. So I'm going to start with that, and we'll see what universe has to say to you Capricorns out there today. What do you have to say to the Capricorns of the world today? Some people may not know Capricorns are late December, early January. So like December 21st to January 20th or 21st. So I see one kind of flying out here. It's the one right here. Fire. Maybe it didn't want to come. Maybe it wasn't. Not sure that. I am using the Witch's deck today. I like to call it a Goddess deck because of that, but it's the Witch's deck is really what it's called. But anyway, and it's very well used. It's picked a lot because it has the galaxy on it, which is like galaxy. You can tell if it's reversed or not by looking at the back of the cards. But anyway, it's okay. I will try not to let myself be swayed one way or the other. So this is for Capricorns. What do you have to say to the Capricorns of the world today, universe? And my live will be Saturday the 28th. So if you want to catch me, it'll be at 3:30ish on Saturday the 28th. So, and that's Eastern time, United States Eastern time. So if you want to catch me for a live, that's when it'll be. Tell all your friends, and of course hit like and subscribe. So what does the universe have to say to the Capricorns out there in the world today? Oh, y'all need reading. And if you want a private consultation with me, you can email me at June Wagner, that's JUNEWAGNER 633 at yahoo.com. And I wanted to thank Mary Jo for the wonderful contribution that she had given to the channel the other day. I meant to do it, and I didn't get to, and that was after the live. That was very sweet of you. I appreciate it. It's going to a good cause, which is to help me take care of Kevin and get the things that I need, like widening the door so his wheelchair can fit in there, and redoing the shower is my next goal. I did get a Tito bed. Capricorns. What you got to say to the Capricorns? Maybe for the week. We'll do a Capricorn for the week. What are you telling them for the week? Universe. Ooh. Shuffle one more time. Universe. Capricorns for the week. I'm getting my hair in it. Is that it? Shuffle one more time. Make sure that's all you gotta say to the Capricorns for the week. That's all I got to say. Thank you. Okay, for you Capricorns out there in YouTube world, you definitely need to be guarded and get some rest. You could think better when you sleep better. So definitely try to get rest as much as you can. And also be guarded, you know, guard yourself from stress factors or you know, people that don't have the best intention. Then this one is the Seven of Pentacles, and it talks about, you know, Capricorns are very good at saving their money, and they're good at, you know, being, you know, good listeners, and they are normally very observant and very, you know, they can just tell things. And if they listen to their intuition, they know who means them harm and who doesn't. Sometimes they tend to ignore that, but it's true. But this talks about money, and this talks about reaping what you sow. So if you're determined to do a good job, you'll do a good job. If you are passionate about it, you'll do even a better job. So you don't mind hard work, but you want to be compensated for it. And that a normal Capricorn has a very good work ethic. They really do. So they're never late, they're on time, they give you plenty of notice, you know, when, you know, they have to be out or if they have something going on. And they're very dedicated. Capricorns are very dedicated individuals. So reaping what you sow. Get out there and plant your gardens, Capricorns. Reap what you sow. And then it talks about the Four of Cups. And this is reverse, so you've not really lost any major passion or any major people this week, which is good, you know. So that's good. And you have not lost that loving feeling at all. You still feel like you're being respected and appreciated for the most part, if you're listening to your intuition, that is. Then you have the Hermit, and you are trying to lead a way for other people to follow. Capricorns usually are the one that stands behind and pushes, but they're not normally one that leads the way. So I think that maybe this is trying to tell you to find your path this week, to look and see where you're going, where you've been, where you want to go, and how to get there. So do some studying for your path and light the way. If you can help somebody else up, you do that. And then you're dealing with a Pisces type of individual, which is, you know, pretty easygoing, laid back. You know, you gotta like that, right? So I think that's cool that, you know, you're kind of, they're kind of going with the flow, and you're kind of, okay, cool, let's go with the flow. So that's good. And then we got the Page of Swords, which is the Taurus type people. This could be your family, your friends that you're hanging with. And Tauruses can be very stubborn sometimes, but this seems to be a mature Taurus, so they may have some good advice to give. And, you know, you can't grab the Taurus by the horns, that's for sure. Because sometimes it's just not going to work. Somebody's going to get hurt, and it'll probably be you. So don't grab the Taurus by the horns. Now try to listen, try to understand, and if you have to agree to disagree, agree to disagree. But I think they have a message for you that's saying that, you know, let them help. You know, you don't have to be stubborn like they are. You know, you can be flexible, which is like the Pisces. You know, you can be a little flexible. So you can agree to disagree as well. And then you have the Strength card upside down. And, you know, like the beginning, this is your first or your second major. Your Hermit was a major too. But the first card, this kind of goes along with that, about getting rest and making sure you're well rested. Because I think you think better, you feel better when you're more rested than you do when you're not rested. So, you know, get your strength together and, you know, do those things that you need to do for you. And then everybody else is second, third, fourth, fifth, as it goes on down the line. But you're going to have to rest and gather your strength. Because everybody needs their strength. Everybody needs their energy. So, you know, replenish yourself. And then the last thing for this week is after you've replenished yourself, then go have some fun. Have some fun with some friends. Go to a festival. Go for a hike. You know, just have some fun. Even if you're just calling them and saying, hey, I missed you. I want to talk to you. So, okay. And that's what I have for Capricorns for the week. So, and I know this is Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. I'm so confused. But anyway, for the week, from Wednesday to Wednesday, Capricorns, that's what you got to work on, okay? So I hope it hits you, and I hope you like and subscribe and comment if it does. And also, the more you comment, the more your name goes in a bowl. So for that beautiful quilt done by Eleanor. So now on to the bonus. Is it you? And today it is Ashley Oliver's turn to get a situational spread reading. So I hope you're watching, Ashley, and I hope it hits you. And this is for Ashley Oliver. And we are doing a situational spread. And this is one of the spreads that I designed myself. I always go from the top once I do that. Ashley doesn't strike me as a split kind of girl. She's like, let's get to it. So anyway, the situation, Ashley, is, you know, it's the trickery card. You know, it's like, this is kind of like a change card. So there is a change coming up. And I'm not sure if you're on board with this change or not on board with this change. You are, it's like, you know, sometimes it's hard. Things are just hard, especially change. And if you're anything like I am, it's hard. Change is hard. And you want new things, you want new adventures, you want to do things and see things, but you're not necessarily wanting to be committed. So to anything, it's like it's like hard to, you know, even craft something. You know, you're like, I'll do that when I'm in a mood, and when you're in a mood, you craft. You know, so I don't know, but there is change coming, and you're like me, you don't like it. And it is a major arcana, and here is your enemy position. I think you're not embracing this change because you don't think you have all of the elements. You're missing something. You're either missing passion, you're missing drive, which I know you personally, I know you're not missing drive. So you're either missing passion, drive, money, or ideals, you know, or family and friends. You know, you're missing something in there, and these are both major arcana cards. So I think this change is very important to your well-being, and what's working against you is you're missing an element, and you can't, if the shoe doesn't fit, you can't force it. So you're missing an element. But, you know, when it comes to your heart, which I believe you do have a big one. So when it comes to your heart, I think your choices are, you know, of 3. You have a choice of 3. You can do one of 3 things. I believe it's in your ally position, so I do believe you will make the right choice when it comes to this change. You will make the right choice. You will do the right thing because that's who you are. You're going to do the right thing. Now, it is less because it's a minor. This is a major, and a major is in your enemy position. You can't force something, but you will make the right decision. That is in your ally position. And it's also a choice of 3, but it's also a difficult choice. It's a matter of the heart. And if you're missing passion, then your decision will weigh heavily on you. So your best course of action, King of Swords. This is a Libra type of individual, which is late October, early November. No, that's Scorpio. Libra's early October, late October, November. See, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, October, June, July, October. So end of July, 1st of October is September. September, June, July, September. Anyway, so this is saying that September, late September, early October. And there is a difference between a September Libra and an October Libra. Just like a September or a December Sagittarius versus a November Sagittarius. So I get it. I have a cat in here. One of the little kittens is in here playing with my string or my cord. It's going to get electrocuted. Come here, you. Anyway, so Your best course of action is to get things in balance, because right now it's not. And it doesn't have to be perfectly balanced. You know, sometimes when you're doing something, you can be like this, or if you're in a relationship, it can be like this, but never like this. If it's like this, it's not the right relationship. So make sure you haven't got it in balance as you're going through this little situation that you have, because it's an important one for you. It's an important one for your well-being, for your peace of mind. And you can't do everything for everybody. You have to take care of yourself too. You matter. So just remember that. So with all that being said, you guys, again, my live will be Saturday, May 28th at around 3:30ish, somewhere in there. So hopefully y'all can catch me then. And until then, stay mystical.